The biggest mystery driving Dexter Resurrection right now is the identity of the New York Ripper. This killer haunted New York years ago, vanished, and now seems to be resurfacing in terrifying ways, reminding families of victims that the nightmare isn't over. For Detective Wallace, this case has become her own Bay Harbor butcher. It's haunted her career, and the frustrating part is, the closer she seems to get, the further the truth slips away. Fans have been speculating all season long about who the Ripper could be, and there are a few names that stand out. Leon Preiter is probably the most popular theory. On the surface, he's this generous billionaire, pouring money into charities and even the police department. But behind that image, he's always been fascinated, maybe even obsessed, with serial killers. Given his tragic childhood, the fact that he once befriended an actual killer, and his suspiciously close ties to law enforcement, it wouldn't be shocking if he turned out to be hiding in plain sight. That voice recording Detective Wallace played at the lecture had a tone and roughness that screamed Preiter to me. But at the same time, isn't he too obvious of a suspect? Sometimes the most visible option is the misdirect. Then there's Detective Melvin Oliva, Wallace's own partner. Now this one is really interesting. If the Ripper turned out to be hiding within the police department, right beside the person obsessed with catching him, it would be a brutal twist. Melvin's the one who's always trying to steer Wallace away from the case, even pushing her off it at one point. Why would he be so desperate to keep her from digging deeper unless he had something to hide? He knows how to cover his tracks. He fits the profile, and let's not forget that chilling moment where the Ripper headline was literally placed next to him on screen. That didn't feel like an accident. Charlie has also been brought up, but honestly, I don't buy it. Yes, she's killed before, but only under orders or to take down other killers. Her entire moral compass points in the opposite direction of what the Ripper represents. She doesn't take trophies. She doesn't glamorize it. If anything, she's closer to Dexter himself, killing to eliminate threats rather than for the thrill. Blessing is another name thrown into the mix. Out of all the suspects, he'd be the most shocking, just because he comes across as genuinely kind. We know he has a violent past, forced into killing as a child soldier, and his job as a driver gives him full access to victims and the city. The idea of him secretly hiding such darkness is chilling, but the empathy he shows repeatedly makes me doubt it. Still, imagine the twist if the show pulled that off. At this point, the Ripper's identity feels like the big card the show is holding back, possibly saving it for the end of the season or even carrying it into season 2. And honestly, as long as the reveal is worth the build-up, I'm okay with waiting. But I want to know what you think. Who do you believe is the New York Ripper? Do you think it's Preiter, Melvin, someone we've overlooked? Or do you think the show is setting up a twist none of us are expecting? Drop your theories in the comments, because this is one of those mysteries where the fan conversation is just as exciting as what's on screen. And if you're enjoying these deep dives into Dexter Resurrection, make sure to subscribe for more breakdowns and analysis.